You know, the car market is in serious trouble when dealerships start looking more like parking lots than showrooms. Right now, across the country, tens of thousands of brand new vehicles are just sitting there, not selling, not moving. We're talking about new cars with over 100, 150, even 200 days of inventory piling up. And in today's market, that is a major red flag. Using the latest data from CarEdge, we've identified 12 vehicles that buyers are completely ignoring in 2026. And here's the crazy part. Some of these were hot sellers not that long ago. So what went wrong? And before we get into it, I just want to say something real quick. I put a lot of time and effort into researching and making these videos for you, but 99% of people who watch never hit that subscribe button. If this content is useful to you, please take just 2 seconds and subscribe. It genuinely means the world to us and helps this channel keep going. Number 12, 2026 Buick Envision. Kicking off the list is the Buick Envision, and this one has a pretty specific story behind it. The Envision is built in China, and when the US government slapped a 45% import tariff on Chinese-built vehicles in 2025, GM had a decision to make. And what did they do? They passed the entire cost straight to the customer. We're talking roughly a $5,000 price hike in less than a year, pushing the starting price to around $43,000 for a vehicle that doesn't exactly scream premium. Consumers look at this thing and ask, why am I paying near luxury money for a mid-grade Buick crossover? GM has announced they're moving Envision production to Kansas, but that's not happening until 2028. So until then, this thing is stuck in tariff purgatory. The Envision is sitting at 256 days of market day supply and over 13,700 units sitting on lots across the country. Average selling price is around $47,100. Number 11, 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. The Grand Cherokee L is the 3-row version of Jeep's flagship SUV, and it's been stuck on lots longer than most shoppers realize. Here's the core problem. Stellantis, Jeep's parent company, has been playing a price hike and hope for the best game for a few years now, and that strategy is finally catching up with them. The Grand Cherokee L is pushing $50,000 plus, which puts it in a segment full of more refined competition. Think Kia Telluride, Hyundai Palisade, even 3-row Toyota options. And Jeep just doesn't have the luxury brand perception to justify that price gap. Throw in some dealership shenanigans, extra fees, long service wait times, and owners reporting infotainment screen failures, and you've got a recipe for people walking away and choosing something else. CarEdge data shows the Grand Cherokee L with 278 days of supply and over 13,700 units sitting on lots across the country. Average selling price is around $50,500. Number 10, 2026 Ford Bronco. This one might surprise a few of you. Not long ago, the Bronco had wait lists, dealer markups, and people camping out just to get one. That hype has completely evaporated. The off-road capability is still there. Nobody's taking that away from the Bronco. But once you actually try to live with it day to day, the cracks start to show. Wind noise from those removable roof panels is described by owners as unbearable. Water leaks are a common complaint. The ride is stiff, fuel economy is rough, and it just isn't a pleasant daily driver. But the bigger issue right now is a recall involving the APIM module, which can overheat and completely shut down your center touchscreen for up to 5 minutes while you're driving. That means no navigation, no backup camera, no radio in a near $50,000 truck. That is simply not acceptable. The Bronco is sitting at 280 days of market day supply. And here's the wild part. There are over 34,000 units sitting at dealerships right now. That is a massive number. Average selling price is $47,700. Number 9, 2026 Chevrolet Trax. The Chevrolet Trax might look like a bargain on the surface. And for a while, that low starting price was genuinely turning heads. But dig a little deeper and the cracks become pretty hard to ignore. The 1.2-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine is the first red flag. 3 cylinders in a crossover that people are expected to drive on highways every single day? Power delivery is rough and the engine feels strained under load. Not what you want to feel in a brand new vehicle. Build quality is another concern. Interior materials feel noticeably cheap, even by budget crossover standards. Owners have reported rattles and squeaks appearing very early in ownership. The Trax is sitting at 298 days of market day supply, with over thousands of units sitting on lots nationwide. Average selling price is around $24,800. Number 8. 2026 Jeep Gladiator. The Gladiator is a unique vehicle. It's basically a Wrangler with a pickup bed bolted on. And for a while, that uniqueness worked in its favor. But the market has shifted. The lifestyle truck segment is cooling off in a tightening economy. People are getting more practical with their purchases, and the Gladiator's weaknesses as a daily driver, mediocre fuel economy, ride quality that gets old fast, and limited bed utility compared to traditional midsize trucks are becoming harder to overlook. It's also being squeezed hard by the refreshed Toyota Tacoma and Ford Ranger, both of which offer better real-world usability. Meanwhile, a loaded Gladiator is pushing well past $50,000. For that money, a lot of buyers are simply making a smarter choice elsewhere. Some dealers are reportedly offering 20% off MSRP just to move them. CarEdge has the Gladiator at 323 days of market day supply, with over 16,300 units sitting on lots nationwide. Average transaction price is $50,300. Number 7. 2026 Chevrolet Blazer EV. The Blazer EV has had one of the roughest launches of any vehicle in recent memory, and the 2026 model is still dealing with the fallout. The headline issue is the removal of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. GM replaced it with a native Google-based system, and consumers have absolutely roasted them for it. Owners call the software utter trash, frozen screens, rear camera failures, and in some cases, the car doesn't even shut down properly after you get out. There was a stop sale order in 2024 to fix these problems, but based on owner reports, the 2026 version still has issues. There's also a recall on the parking brake wiring harness. It can rub or corrode, causing the brake to either activate unexpectedly or fail to engage at all. Buyers aren't clueless anymore. They're doing their homework and walking away. The Blazer EV is at 329 days of market day supply, with over 3,100 units sitting on lots nationwide. Average selling price is $49,300. Number 6. 2026 Nissan Altima. The Altima showing up here is kind of a sad story, honestly. This is a car that's been around forever and served a lot of families well, but Nissan has basically announced this is the last generation. The 2026 Altima is the final one, before the nameplate gets discontinued. And once consumers hear a car is being killed off, resale value collapses, and smart shoppers move on to the Camry or Accord instead. But beyond the discontinuation, there are long-standing reliability issues following the Altima around. Nissan's CVT has been a problem for years, and when one goes out, repair costs can hit $5,500. The 2.5-liter engine is also known for excessive oil consumption. We're talking potentially $60 a month in oil top-offs on a car you're still making payments on. That's not a good look. According to CarEdge, the Altima has 357 days of market day supply, with just over 1,100 units currently for sale. Average selling price is $30,900. Number 5. 2026 Volkswagen ID.4. The Volkswagen ID.4 was supposed to be Europe's answer to the Tesla Model Y, a practical, well-built, and refined electric SUV from one of the world's most trusted automakers. But the reality has been a pretty big disappointment. The software is the biggest problem. Slow response times, random freezes, and a user interface that feels unfinished keep showing up across owner reviews and forums. For a $45,000 vehicle, that is simply not acceptable. Depreciation has been brutal as well, which tells new car buyers that their purchase could be worth significantly less in just a couple of years. The ID.4 is sitting at 368 days of market day supply, with thousands of units waiting at dealerships nationwide. Average selling price is around $34,500. Number 4. 2026 Ford Escape. The Ford Escape has been around long enough that most buyers know the name, but knowing the name and actually wanting to buy one are two very different things right now. The problem is that the Escape feels stuck in the past. Competitors like the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4 have moved ahead in interior quality, technology, and refinement. The Escape hasn't kept up, and buyers have noticed. The 1.5-liter turbocharged engine has a well-documented history of coolant leaks that can lead to serious engine damage if not caught early. In a segment full of stronger options, that kind of reliability concern is enough to send buyers elsewhere. The Escape is sitting at 374 days of market day supply, with thousands of units piling up at dealerships nationwide. Average selling price is around $34,500. Number 3. 2026 Jeep Wrangler 2-door. Third Jeep on this list, and it's specifically the 2-door version, which tells you a lot about where buyer preferences have gone. Most people who want a Wrangler want the 4-door Unlimited. It's just more practical, more seating, more cargo room, and better for families. The 2-door has become more of a niche buy, but Jeep is still pricing it like it's a premium product. A Willys trim 2-door is over $51,000. That's a tough sell. And pricing isn't the only issue. Some 2026 owners have reported powertrain failures and check engine lights appearing in under 1,000 miles. That completely destroys trust in a brand new vehicle. The 2-door Jeep Wrangler is at 373 days of market day supply, with over 9,200 units sitting on dealer lots nationwide. Average selling price is around $34,500. Number 2. 2026 Ford Mustang Mach-E. The Mach-E story is rough, and the numbers tell the tale. Ford EV sales dropped off a cliff in Q1 2026, with Mach-E deliveries down over 60% compared to the same period last year. That is a collapse, not a dip. So what happened? A few things hit at once. First, the Mach-E lost its $7,500 federal tax credit eligibility. Second, depreciation on these things is brutal. Around 60% of original value lost over 5 years, one of the worst in the entire EV segment. Buyers are figuring out they can get a pre-owned Mach-E with a few thousand miles in the low $20,000. Why would you buy new for over $40,000? Third, there are active recalls involving headlight failures and ongoing concerns about Blue Cruise software and the rollaway bug. The Mach-E is sitting at 548 days of market day supply. That's nearly a year and a half of inventory. There are over 4,100 units waiting for buyers. Average selling price is $49,500. Number 1. 2026 Audi SQ5. And here we are, number 1 on the list. The single worst-selling new vehicle in America right now. And it's not even close. The 2026 Audi SQ5 was completely redesigned. And according to owners and critics, Audi somehow made it worse. The turbocharged V6 still performs well. That's not the complaint. The complaint is the interior. Owners who loved the previous generation are calling the 2026 model cheap. Too much glossy piano black plastic everywhere that shows every fingerprint and scratches if you look at it wrong. Audi also moved the climate controls into the touchscreen, which means doing something as basic as adjusting the temperature takes your eyes off the road. Then there are the software bugs. The MMI system randomly mutes itself. Navigation shows directions on screen but stops announcing them out loud. And there are harsh gear changes in dynamic mode. These are things that should simply not happen on a $76,000 vehicle. According to CarEdge, the SQ5 has a jaw-dropping 626 days of market day supply. That's almost 2 full years of inventory sitting at dealerships with no takers. So there you have it. 12 brand new 2026 vehicles that are stacking up at dealerships with no takers. From overpriced Jeeps to software disaster EVs, the market is sending a very clear message. Buyers are done paying premium prices for products that don't deliver premium quality. Before you walk into any dealership this year, do your homework. The data's out there, and it can save you from making a very expensive mistake. If you found this video useful, smash that like button and share with someone who's thinking about buying a new car right now. It could genuinely save them thousands of dollars. And look, I know most of you watching this have not subscribed yet. I see the numbers. 99% of viewers never hit that button. If this kind of honest, data-driven content is something you want to keep seeing, please take 2 seconds and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it means everything to this channel and helps us keep bringing you videos like this one. Drop a comment below and let us know which of these 12 cars surprised you the most. We read every single comment. See you in the next one.